Good morning. These are your BYU-Idaho radio morning headlines for Thursday, June 11th, 2026. Thanks for listening. I'm Jack Esplin. Deputies are still searching for a Louisiana man who fell into the Snake River on Thursday afternoon. 54-year-old John Green from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, was visiting Idaho Falls for a business seminar with a coworker. He stepped onto the bank of the Snake River near the Broadway Street Bridge when he lost his footing and fell into the water. Crews have been searching for Green, but water conditions have made it very difficult. The water is murky, causing near zero visibility for rescue personnel. The speed of the water has made it difficult for divers to safely search the river without clear sonar guidance. Crews are continuing their search. The Idaho State Supreme Court heard 3 cases at BYU-Idaho on Wednesday. The 5 justices set up in the special events room in the Manwaring Center where anyone could come and watch the hearings. Mostly students filled the room to see the appeals process in real time. Students Eden Johnson and Levi Forson say this was the first time they've been to a hearing like this, and they found it interesting.
I don't understand a ton about the case and the situation that they were discussing in there. But just based off of the way that the two people presented themselves, how they spoke and answered questions presented by the judges. I found it really interesting how effectively one of the speakers was able to sway me in favor of what they were saying just based off of her demeanor and how well she presented her arguments and answered questions directly asked by the judges.
I thought it was interesting how they would use specific wording, right, the counsels, and then the judges oftentimes would take it and then simplify it. It's like, so what you're saying is this.
The hearings move quickly. The prosecution and defense are each given time to argue their side of the case, and the justices ask them questions. Following the hearings, the justices held a question and answer session. The state Supreme Court is constitutionally required to hold hearings around the state, and Chief Justice G. Richard Bevan is set to retire this year. He noted this will be his final traveling hearing and told the audience how much he appreciates coming to BYU-Idaho.
Few places have been more welcoming and organized, more consistently engaged than BYU-Idaho. And I've always felt Rexburg is a great place to be, and I feel encouraged as I leave for the future of our state and the quality of students who meet and the thoughtful questions they ask of us while we're here. So glad you're here. Glad you're part of this.
The justices will make their rulings on Wednesday's cases at a later date. If you're looking for a new fluffy friend, Massacre Rocks State Park in American Falls has just the event for you. According to a news release from the city of Pocatello, Pocatello Animal Services will host a free entry dog adoption event this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Staff and volunteers will be available to assist attendees and answer any questions they have. All dogs will be vaccinated, microchipped, and spayed or neutered before being adopted. And for more information, just visit pocatello.gov/animal shelter, and to see the dogs up for adoption, just go to petfinder.com. These have been your BYU-Idaho radio morning headlines for June 11th, 2026. Thanks for tuning in. More news, interviews, and great content are available on our podcast feed. Just search for BYU-Idaho Radio on your favorite podcast apps. We're on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, and more. You can also ask your smart speakers to play KBYI 94.3 FM. This is BYU-Idaho Radio, and I'm Jack Esplin.